Well, in the week since Donald Trump's election, we've seen a lot of sadness on the left. According to New York Magazine, the in-house newsletter of well-heeled liberals in Manhattan and Brooklyn, women across the country, or at least in the 5 boroughs, are, quote, making their own statements of rebellion by challenging traditional notions of beauty. Well, Kristian Henderson is a professor at George Washington University here in D.C. When she heard the news of Trump's victory, she's one of those who headed directly to the hair salon with revenge in mind, and she joins us now. It is great to see you.
Thank you.
But I should concede, in the interest of accuracy, I cut my hair, too, after Trump was elected.
I know, I found that out.
But it was by force. I had no choice. So tell us the political statement that you believe your hair is sending.
So have you ever been fearful before? What's your biggest fear?
Well, I don't know. Getting fired again?
Right.
Okay.
So we all have different fears, right? And so regardless of your political leaning or your race or your gender, we all have fear. And I really think that this election was rooted in fear for a lot of people. So whether you're fearful of being judgment, or if you're fearful of poverty, or if you're fearful that someone's going to judge you because of your gender, a lot of people voted out of fear in this election. So for me, my hair was a symbolism of me living fearlessly. For so long, I was nervous to wear my hair the way that it naturally grew out of my head, because I wasn't sure if I was going to fit into mainstream America, or I wasn't a part of the Eurocentric views of beauty. So I kept
There's
my
the
hair.
before and after shot.
So I kept my hair the way that I thought would fit into society. So for me, this was not about Trump or some political statement. This was me saying, I'm no longer going to live in fear, and I want the rest of us to also
So
no
you're
longer
wearing your hair the way you want to wear it now.
Exactly.
Okay, well, that makes a ton of sense. Now, and I'm for that, by the way. I'm not allowed to do it, but I'm not against it. So let me ask you this. In the piece, in the New York Magazine piece in which you were quoted, there were women there saying, well, I shaved my hair off. I got a crew cut. As really an expression of rage toward this. Should your appearance be used as a political instrument? And, like, where would you stop? I mean, would you get a tattoo?
Right.
Would you get a nose piercing? Would you get plastic surgery? Like, is this a good way to protest politics?
I mean, I think it's a hard thing for me to tell someone else what's a good way for them to protest politics or not. I do think it's really important for women to feel comfortable adjusting their look in whatever way that they deem fit, particularly if you have been wearing your hair or your makeup in a certain way because of the way society has told you that you need to live.
Right.
So I'm all for people living free and doing whatever feels right in their soul and not having it connected to politics per se.
Right. Okay. So, but it does seem like maybe there's an irony trapped at the center of this, because if you don't like Trump and you don't like Trump, fine. But in some sense, you're giving him control of your hair.
Right. No.
I mean, right? So you're actually empowering someone you don't like.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's about liking or disliking or empowering Trump, because for me, this had nothing to do with Trump. And I know it might be difficult for, for me to tell you that something I changed in my look had nothing to do with a man, but it really did. It had nothing to do with Trump. It was about me and me not wanting to live in fear anymore. And I think a lot of these women, that's what it was about, is them saying, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to do something about me, and I'm going to enter the world in a fearless place so that way I can be a better person and help bring us together as a country.
So what's your next move in fearlessness in your appearance?
I'm in the process of building a platform to help other women live fearless as well. So I write a blog, and I do talks, and I do speeches, and I come on shows like this, and I just empower people to be fearless and to start to have conversations across the aisle and recognize that we have to show up from day to day and not be pulled in different directions.
But wait a second. I mean, if I were going to go like fully fearless, and the concept is appealing, obviously, but like I probably wouldn't take a shower, you know what I mean? Or like comb my hair. I certainly wouldn't be wearing a necktie.
Then take your tie off.
Maybe that's just gross,
No,
actually.
go
Maybe it's not fearless. Maybe it's just kind of nasty.
I mean, I don't think cutting your hair, now taking a shower is definitely gross. I would not encourage you to do that, but take off the tie. There are no one's in here watching. Go ahead if you want to take it off.
I don't know if I'm going to be signing up for your class anytime soon, but I appreciate your coming on to explain that.
No problem.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.